Hi guys! Welcome back for day... I don't know, I think this is day 6. I don't know. Welcome back to BOOKMAS 2020! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Raise the roof! Today, I got another book tag for you guys. It's the Reading Habits book tag. Let me check who this was started by. Oh, this was created by the Book Jazz in November 2012, but the video has been deleted. It's old, bro, but I'm here for it because I thought it was fun. I think this is a nice habit to, get to know me more as a reader. So here we are, reader fam. I shouldn't say that. That's plagiarism. That's Jesse stuff. Oh my god. So here we are. Yeah, let's get right into it. Question number 1 is, do you have a certain place at home for reading? Well, you're there with me. It is this cozy little corner with my Spirited Away poster. So that's my main reading spot, but I read everywhere and anywhere, so honestly, not necessary. Question number 2, bookmark or random pieces of paper? This one is calling me out so hard because even though I have a plethora on bookmarks, I almost only use receipts, a ripped piece of a cereal box, anything that's not a bookmark. But I love cute bookmarks. I love the bookmarks I have, but I just don't use them. Which, if you watched a previous video I did on like some bookish facts about me, I mentioned the exact same thing. So hi guys, it's editing me. I switched up some booktube things and I haven't edited this video yet, so it's not up, but it will be up in a few days. So if you do want to watch that, you'll see whenever that comes out. I'm sorry guys. Oops. Question number 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter / a certain amount of pages? The pages thing, not really. Sometimes. Okay, actually, I like to end on either the end of a chapter or an even number. So not necessarily a certain amount of pages, but a certain page number, like either like a 5 or a 0. So I technically I can stop reading whenever I want, but I only stop at places that are not even numbers or ends of chapters when I have no other choice. Like, let's say I'm in a train and I'm reading and I have to get off. Those kinds of moments. Question number 4. Do you eat or drink while reading? I always start with like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I hardly eat while reading because the things I like to eat are like greasy or like sticky. It's just not cute for your pages, like, or I have to like only read with one hand, but then flipping pages and stuff becomes so hard, so I hardly eat, but I almost always drink something. Question number 5, multitasking. Music or TV while reading? Never TV, ever. Like, that's too much for my little brain to like concentrate on, but I do listen to music. I actually made a video on my reading playlist, so if you want to watch that, it'll be linked down below, so you can go and check that out. It's all like a few minor songs. It's all instrumental, so again, I can't focus on too much at the same time. So instrumental music, yes. Music with lyrics, no. Big no. Question number 6. One book at a time or several at once? One book at a time, period. Like, very limited times will I read multiple books, but if I do so, they have to be completely different. Like, one has to be a classic and one has to be like a middle grade thriller or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's I wouldn't be able to read 2 YA novels at the same time, like 2 romances or whatever. I'd get confused. What happened in what book? Who is who? Again, I'm not the greatest multitasker of all time, so really not that great. Question number 7, reading at home or everywhere? everywhere. I cry in public spaces so many times. Like, bro, by now I should have the good sense to not read a sad book when I'm going somewhere or when I'm in public, but I do it anyway because if that's the book I'm reading, best believe I'm taking it with me. So the amount of times I've had to like refrain from crying at a sad scene, I just sit in the train reading and I just go, oh my god. So I'd be reading, right? So I'd be in the train, I'd be reading, and I'd just be like, oh my god, everyone can see me. Okay, I'm good. And then continue, and like 2 pages later, I'm crying again. So it really doesn't matter. I cry all the time. Everything makes me cry. I'm emotional, what can I say? But still, I read everywhere. I love going to cafes to read. I just think it's fun. I don't know, it makes me feel very bougie, you know, like, oh, cute girl going to read, grabbing a coffee, you know. I don't know, it's too much, I know. Reading out loud or silently in your head? Do people read out loud? Oh my god, no, silent reading 100%, because my dyslexia just doesn't let me read out loud. Like, it's very hard for me to like read something comprehensively. Like, I mess up every other sentence. So reading out loud is really not an option. You should know whenever I like do a book review or a vlog or whatever and I'm reading the synopsis, I have to redo it like 4 or 5 times because it's just so hard for me to read it and say it and not say it wrong. Question number 9. Do you read ahead or even skip pages? I'm guilty of doing this on like books that have a really dreadfully long plot, and then they would have pages like 5 pages going on about just non-essential stuff, so to speak. So I don't like that I do this, but I do it. Like, I'd skip a few pages and I'd like skim over the pages to see whatever's going on, and when I see some dialect, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna continue here. So I do that sometimes, but I'm trying not to do that anymore, no matter how boring the story can get. So it's a work in progress, guys. Question number 10 is breaking the spine or keeping it new. This depends on the book. Like, if a book is naturally floppy, I won't have to like break the spine. But if a book is so stiff, I will like, before reading it, I'll go into like 4 sections of the book and just break the spine. So it's easier to read. Like this book, for example. Do you see how stiff this is? How can anyone just, like, this is stiff. So I will like fold it like this. And now the spine is nice and broken. And reading it is now a lot easier. So if it's like a very stiff book, I'll break the spine. If it's not necessary, then it's not necessary, and I don't, obviously. But I like to read with my books like folded in half. So that's controversial. Don't cancel me, please. I haven't even been here for like half a year. Oh, last question already. That flew by. Last question is, do you write in your books? I have never written in a book. I have never felt the need to, I guess. Never annotated anything, marked anything, nothing. So I've never written in a book. It's not like I think it's bad or anything. I just haven't had a reason to or felt the need to. So I don't. That was the entire tag. That flew by. Like, I'm only at 10 minutes and I have to edit this still. So it's going to be like an 8-minute video or something. Very nice. Nice bite-sized. You can watch this very quickly. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you learned something about my reading habits and what kind of reader I am. I hope y'all don't cancel me for breaking the spines. I mean, it's not that bad, right? Like, you should see, I think I showed you my Shatter Me, like the first book. It is broken. Oh my god, that spine looks dead. Like, but the cover is almost falling off. That book is dead, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, I hope you learned something about me and my reading habits, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 7, I think. I don't know. See you tomorrow for the next video. Bye, guys.